Welcome, everybody. Welcome to this another exciting CTFO Tuesday night announcement call. Once again, if you're new with us tonight, my name is Michael Kahn, one of the co-founders here at CTFO. We've got a bunch of guest speakers on the call. We've got a bunch of announcements to make to you. We've got so much going on at CTFO, it just keeps getting better and better. And with a host of different guest speakers and announcements, we're going to get right into it. But before we get to the announcements, I'm going to go right to one of our first guest speakers. I have someone that I want to introduce you to. She's with us tonight to remind us, in my opinion anyway, why we're all doing this. And what I mean by that is, what is this business really all about? Let's never forget, it's about changing people's lives with CBD, changing the future outcome by helping people feel better, get better, stay better. And that's why I wanted this particular woman to share with you what first had such an impact on so many lives. So I'm going to do this as quick as I can. I just kind of want to let you know who you're listening to. I have the pleasure of introducing you to someone with an amazing story. I hope it touches you the way it touched me. In my opinion, it's nothing short of miraculous what CBD is doing for people everywhere. This is one powerful example of that. She started off in life with a rough childhood and a rough early adulthood. First marriage only lasted 8 years, but then she met her now husband, and they've been together 35 years, so she bounced back from that. She was successful for a time in real estate investing, and she even taught others how to succeed and kind of developed and learned about her leadership skills. But then life kind of threw her one wicked curveball after another. That's the way I put it, with a number of kind of near almost death experiences and deep depression for 4 straight years. And as she puts it, it's easy to live in greatness on the mountaintop, but her lessons came in the valley and changed her entire life. And when she felt like she had nothing more to offer anybody, having spent a year in bed immobilized, that's when CTFO appeared. And you'll hear this from people all the time. In answer to prayer, CTFO shows up at the most opportune times. She wasn't looking to try and do anything. She didn't have any energy. She wasn't looking for a job. But she was desperate for connection with people. And that's what happened. She started sharing her story with complete strangers. She found out how many other people were in the same kind of situation she was. All she had to offer them was this business. But they started connecting. And within 9 weeks, she became a 100K executive vice president here at CTFO. She didn't know what that meant at first, but as she puts it, payday after payday just kept happening every Wednesday, and all she was getting paid for was simply sharing her story. Within 6 weeks, she was offered antidepressants, and she's now made this she doesn't view it like a job. It's a mandate. It's her calling. It's her life. It's an honor to welcome to the call from Canada the awe-inspiring Barb Troutman. And Barb, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. It's great to be on here, and I just want to let you know that I kind of written this out, and just in case it does sound a little scripted, because I didn't want to get knocked off track. So I just want to say good evening to everyone, and thank you so much for inviting me to share my story. I have to start from the beginning, because the company is what kept me, because of the importance of what's kept me committed in this company. In 2015, I lost my 14-year-old nephew and his grandfather in a farming accident, and it was horrific. My brother had to open the hatch to get them out the other end, and I spent 8 months living with them trying to help them heal. Then in 2016, I lost both my parents. I had to spend down there with them, and the sadness and tragedy of losing them in our family changed things. Your life changes when you lose your parents, but the biggest change was yet to come. I lost my son to a drug overdose in 2017, and his kids were in the bed next to him, and my life would never be the same. In 2018, my husband got diagnosed with kidney disease, and that really just was the end of my rope for me. So I did spend a year in my bedroom, in my daughter's bedroom in a basement. Actually couldn't care whether I lived or died. Told God to take me or save me. It was totally his choice. So that's when I found CTFO. In desperation, I just wanted to connect with strangers and talk to anybody that would listen to me. And the business opportunity and many of us built from there. People are lonely and want to hear your story, and that's why you believe and stand on the product. When my husband got diagnosed with kidney disease, he was functioning at 77%, 60% is where he should have been. But because we totally believed in the oil, he had no symptoms, no swelling, no itching, and no sores, and still doesn't to this day. Because of that, my doctor has been so in awe just watching the journey that we've been on with all of this, that my doctor wants to join this business of CTFO, and he wants his patients to be put on the product. So I'm just waiting for us to get reopened in Canada for that to happen. So I had no idea I was going to make money in this business. I just shared with people 24/7 for a couple of months. Or on Wednesday, I got a text saying I've been paid. I was in complete shock. Paid for what? That's when I knew something greater than myself was doing something big in my life. Not only was I feeling alive again from taking and talking to people and doing what I could help them with their sickness, but I honestly could tell them I was getting healed from this, and if we do it together, we can heal together. And then the floodgates opened from there. It forced me out of that bed. I felt like I had a golden key, not only to their health, but to their financial future. My health, friendship, and financial future blew up from that point, and so did theirs. So when our product first left Canada, I didn't fall apart in fear, because I knew and had a great understanding of how this all started for me and why. I got into this to share my story with people that needed to hear it. I also kept on going every day till CTFO in business. My biggest aha moment was when I was at the gala. Steven Finger got up on stage and he shared how he had to be taught to present himself and his emotions as a businessman, because he only knew how to wear his heart in his sleeve. And with that, And with where that business was taking him, he had to change how he presented as a businessman. That showed me the true heart of this company and the roots of this company and how deep they went. To meet people, the roots were so deep for their health, their hope, retirement, single moms, and financial freedom for everyone that worked for it. I don't look at this company as just another MLM. It's much bigger than that. I don't look at it today. I look at it 5 years from today. Do we have things that happened? You bet we do. But this is just over-tested where we stand. No company functions with no issues. It's easy in the mountain top to celebrate and be happy. In the valleys is where we'll be tested when things feel like they're falling apart, that you need to find your true reason on why you joined in the first place. My biggest struggle today is the people that truly need this product for their health, the panic state they feel, the fear of not wanting to go back on medication, and the fear of losing any financial blessing they receive. But I encourage everyone that this is much bigger than any of us can truly imagine. Please put your hand in the hand of the man that stills the water. That's when the change will come. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you, Bar. Thank you so much. We're so fortunate to have you as a member of our CTFO family, and we thank you for sharing from your heart and for being such a great leader for your team, folks. Barb, people know what CBD and CTFO can do for them. You are an inspiration. And so, folks, I'm going to introduce another person now, and not that this person doesn't have a great heart too, but it's sort of like I'm switching now to the head, that is to the analytical part of things. I get to introduce someone that's also inspired me because of her amazing abilities and specifically her expertise. She's been our person behind the scenes that's been working tirelessly to make sure everything surrounding this recent transition we've been through to the new online platform is as accurate and impeccable as possible. There have been a lot of corrections necessary that she's helped identify and implement, and there have been all kinds of improvements and upgrades made that she kind of made sure happened on our behalf. So I'm just going to give you this little quick, this is who you're about to listen to. She has over 25 years experience in the direct selling and network marketing field. She's done everything from being in Excel communications to working directly within operations for a bunch of different direct selling network marketing companies, to being a service and software provider for other companies for the last 15 years. She's implemented over 180 software projects while at Exigo, which is one of the largest MLM companies out there. And she was a co-founder of G4H Solutions and a co-founder of Exigo Office Incorporated, and recently a co-founder of TechNavi. She is the best there is at working closely with customers who require expert consulting to help navigate various technical and operational challenges, and that's just what we needed. And her philosophy has always been to be an advocate for the client regardless of the software platform they're using. And we're so glad and so grateful that she's been our advocate and our expert over these last few months as we've been creating everything we now have for all of you. So please welcome from the amazing Holly McKinney. And Holly, publicly, I finally get to say it in front of everyone, thank you so much for everything you've been doing for us, and thank you for joining us on the call tonight. And if you would, just share with everyone kind of how dedicated you are. I know you don't like to toot your own horn, but just how much it means to you to make sure that all these people listening and everyone in our family get complete and accurate information, because I know that's your passion.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Michael. I really appreciate the kind words and for giving me this opportunity to talk to everybody and let them know how things are going. Unfortunately, migrating from a software platform to a new platform is not always an easy thing to do. There's always going to be issues that you encounter and data issues that might create obstacles, but you try to anticipate everything that can go wrong, and then sometimes you miss something. So even the best laid plans don't always work. So you always, and to make sure that you have people standing by that can address anything and everything that comes up. Basically making sure you have the best doctors and nurses around that can help you in an emergency room. And that's certainly been the case. I appreciate the accolades, but this really has been a team effort. Both the teams from Naxum and from CTFO have been very dedicated and committed. They've been working around the clock. We've been addressing everything that comes up. We've been focused on the most critical issues for you, such as the ability to be able to take orders and making sure you get paid. Having experience as a distributor, I know that how important those things can be to you. So, with CTFO's unique compensation plan that you have, it's really a lucrative payout plan with a copyrighted matrix payout, which is a really nice plan. It's one of the best that I've seen in the industry, and I've seen a lot of comp plans out there. But unfortunately, when we have data issues or where you're in tracking everything, we know what they are. We've resolved them. And even though it hasn't been fun the past few weeks, things are so much better today. The transition issues that we've had that we've been working to are almost 100% behind us. I've checked and double-checked the logic and the programming of the actual comp plan, and it is very sound. So the issues we're having are with data, not with the actual programming itself. The performance of the servers is great. I've vetted out the hardware and made sure that everything is in place and ready for your growth. It's a solid platform. I just wanted to make sure everybody understood, even with some of the concerns. The platform itself is very solid. I have other clients that I support that are also running on Naxum. It's a scalable platform, and you're really poised for growth. You're going to have amazing growth and success that's ahead of you, and Naxum is really a foe that can support your future success. So I'm really excited for everybody. I'm excited about the potential and the possibilities that are going to be in front of you, and I'm really looking forward to cheerleading everybody from the sidelines, watching your success.
Well, thank you so much, Holly. And folks, if you only knew how much Holly works at night, on weekends, everything for us. So, again, we are so grateful to have you on the team, and I got to say you're amazing. So thank you so much, Holly.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Folks, before we get to the number of different announcements coming, I want to give you a quick reminder. We sent it out in e-blast, but it's important for you, and that is make sure in your back office profile that you fill in your mobile phone number to be able to receive texts from corporate. That's right. We're going to be able to do broadcast text to you, but you've got to fill in your mobile phone number there. We're going to be utilizing this feature more and more. It's going to be the best way to get the most up-to-date info from the home office because you'll get Tech Office, click on My Account, and then scroll down to where it says My Text Updates. And you just enter your mobile number and what carrier you're with and click Save. It's as easy as that. Right down, easy peasy, as they say in the commercial. So definitely do that. Get your mobile phone number in, and we'll be, besides the e-blast and the Facebook post, we'll be able to keep you updated with text. Okay, moving on. Our first announcement. I get to do our first announcement tonight. You have a brand new training video in your CTFO back office. Yes, you do. And some of you know of it. Excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of water. I have been talking a lot today. Some of you know this, but most of you probably don't. It's there right now, live, as we speak, or I guess I should say as I speak. Anyway, after the call, not now, just log in and click on the green training square in your back office dashboard, and then click where it says live training on the tab there. It's recorded by none other than Presidential Director Michael Swilling and Naxim CEO Ben Dixon. They did a phenomenal job. It's the first of many coming there. It's very powerful and very helpful. You've got live trainings coming to you. You're going to love it. We have more coming soon. In fact, if you stay on the call tonight, you might just hear about one of the other ones coming soon. So don't go anywhere. Okay, we got 3 more announcements. We got 4 more quick guest speakers. It's going to be quick. Don't worry. But first, I have one more announcement I want to let you know. Customer Support Office will be closed tomorrow for an all-day training. And if you saw the e-blast yesterday, you're already aware of this. Naxim is coming out to our CTFO offices, and your CTFO customer support agents are going to get trained by the Naxim expert at our corporate offices all day long. This is a one-day inconvenience for everyone, I know, but it's going to result in a huge benefit because all our agents are going to learn how to be the fastest and most effective at solving your problems. They're going to help you much quicker. Your support, your hold times on the support line are going to go way down because everybody's going to get helped that much quicker. And once you're on with people, it's going to be real quick for you to get help. So thank you in advance for understanding that no calls or emails are going to get answered tomorrow, just for one day, Wednesday. And then it's back to business as usual on Thursday. Okay. For our next big announcement, I get to introduce one of the other co-founders here at CTFO. And I got to tell you, folks, I've been hearing and seeing it recently. This man is one of the best network marketers I've ever witnessed. He's signing up new people almost daily because he truly understands what it is we have our hands on, what we have to offer other people. And he shares that with them, and they say, sign me up, and he does. He's Stuart Finger's best and only brother, as they like to say, and my good friend. Please welcome with us. I know you got a good announcement to share. Take it away.
Thanks so much, Michael. And listen, Michael, I want to thank you for not putting me on right after Barb, because I'm telling you, I'm crying, I'm blowing my nose. All the professionalism she talked about, it was out the window. So thank you for not doing that. And I also want to say this just really quick. I mean, Michael and Stuart call me the best network marketer, but I'll tell you, I've never seen better than Michael or Stuart. They are just absolutely phenomenal. And, you know, when Michael talks about we're recruiting people, for those of you that are new on the call and you don't know this, we are representatives just like you are. And so if you know, we live by the same pay plan you do, even though I'm at the top, I've got people here making more money than I am. I've never had that in 32 years in this industry. It's because this pay plan is so fair. And if I want to, actually have to find a way to get you a raise. So it's really just that simple. So for those of you that are new, just know where we're coming from. We're you, and it's just that simple. But anyway, I get to make this announcement. I'm really excited about it. As some of you know, the North Carolina meeting that was scheduled for March 9th has been postponed. But in its place, we have something that everyone can attend. We're going to do a Super Cyber Saturday live training on Saturday, March 9th at noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. And just like the training video that's live in your back office now, this one will also be right there on the live training tab. So all you'll have to do is just click on the green training button on your back office dashboard on Saturday, March 9th at noon. And you'll get some great training. And we're going to have a host of special guest speakers. We're going to have myself, but we're going to have David tonight, folks, because you're going to hear David in a little bit here. And I've just got to tell you this about David. He is absolutely, and Stuart, this is no offense to you. I know you're brilliant. You're my brother. I love you. But David is one of the sharpest people I know. In fact, just by reading one of his books years ago, I think it was Wealth Starts at Home, I believe it was that one, I saved $14,000 on my taxes that year. So I'm really grateful to David. And David isn't just an expert in finance. He's an expert in nutrition, and he himself is the model of health. In fact, when you come to one of our meetings and you meet David, you want to just kind of tap him on the arm. If you ever want to feel something chiseled, go ahead and tap David on the arm. We're also going to have the awesome Michael Swilling. We're going to have Ben Dixon and others. So you really want to get your whole team together, and watch that live training, be part of that live training. In fact, some of you may want to even get together and live party. I know that isn't nutritional or healthy, but I know it's fun. And and anyway, we're going to have more info and details to share between now and March 9th. So stay tuned and mark your calendars. Back to you, Michael.
Thank you so much, Steve. I can't wait for that one. I know that's going to be a powerful training. Yep, more live training coming to your back office, folks. Okay, we got one more announcement, 2 more speakers, so we're almost there. We know there have been a ton of customer support requests over the last few weeks, but actually a lot of them have already been resolved. And for any of you that are still waiting on something with the customer support email responses, we have an announcement for you, and we have just the person to share that with you. I have the pleasure of introducing the other CTFO co-founder, the man who's truly behind everything here, the CEO and president of CTFO, and Steve Finger's best and only brother. I just got to say one more public thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing for all of us. I know you wanted to be the one to explain this announcement to everyone, so take it away.
Well, thank you so much, Michael, and everybody else that's been on the call, Steve and Barb. Wow, yeah, that was touching in the beginning, and I've had the pleasure of speaking with her a few times, and man, talk about a success story. So thank you so much, and we are working really hard on Canada, and we're getting really close. So remember, everybody, everywhere we are, you can market. So it doesn't matter if you live in Canada or not, you can still build wherever, and we're seeing that happen all over the place. So we'll get that done as soon as possible. Like I said, we're working on it nonstop. Folks, this next announcement, I said, look, even though I don't really need to be on the call tonight, I want to make this announcement because I want to make sure that everybody understands this was a decision that I basically made. Is really, really important. Folks, we have so many emails at customer service. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of them, and we've realized many of them have already been resolved. Sometimes you fix something for one person, and it fixes it for everybody that has that same problem or that same challenge. And since there was so many challenges through the transition, that happened multiple times. There's a lot of emails that are just simply duplicates because everybody was worried that we weren't getting them, so they sent them in 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And we realized that we were having employees spend all of their time trying to sort and sift and figure out what's what instead of actually being on the phones or emailing with the people and helping the people get the problem solved that need to be solved. So now that we're mostly through the backbone transition, and I got to tell you, it's really been a pleasure around here the last couple of days compared to what it's been the last 5 weeks. I've been telling people, also the best 5 weeks because it set us up for the future and for all the great things that are about to happen. Now we know that we can handle all the growth that you guys are throwing at us. But this decision, I made it on my own. So if you're going to be mad at anybody, and you're hearing this right from my mouth, everyone, you simply need to just be mad at me. This was not Rep Services' decision. It was not Steve Fingers, Michael Kahn's. It wasn't the Leadership Council's decision. This was mine, and this is what the decision is. Okay. We're going to literally, and by the way, everything I'm about to share with all of you, it's going to be posted on Facebook and it'll be in an email tomorrow, so don't worry about trying to write this down or anything. I'm just going to run through it real quickly here for you, but what I'm about to tell you, we're definitely going to do this. We are going to close out all of the emails that are, what that means is if you sent in an email before February 25th, we are closing that out. We're not going to be looking at those anymore. And what that means for you is that if you are still waiting on an issue that has not yet been resolved, please just follow these simple instructions. It will actually get you help faster than if we were to still try to sort through these thousands and thousands of emails, okay? All you have to do is email us about the issue and include your ID as well as your full name that's listed on your account. If you're emailing about an order, please include the order number and any tracking info that you have on that package. If you're emailing on behalf of a downline member, please have the member in question reach out to us directly. Have them email support so that we can assist that person directly. That usually makes it so we can reach a resolution, okay? Or if you just feel like you have to do it for them for some reason, it's okay. We're not going to not take care of it if you do that, but make sure that you include the following information: your member ID for your account, the member ID of the downline member that you're reaching out on behalf of, a way for us to contact your downline member, phone number, email address, and a detailed message that includes, what's the problem? What are they encountering? If you can send screenshots, that would be awesome. Anything, any pertinent information such as order IDs, et cetera, okay? Look, everybody, if you're emailing about commissions, you need to include your member ID, the pay week or weeks that are in question, the orders in question, and the member ID for those users in your downline that are in question, okay? If you're emailing about any problems that you're in, your ID, screenshots of whatever you're clicking on before and after, and screenshots of the response codes that you're getting, you also should include a detailed description of what you're doing when the problem is occurring, okay? Most of these problems should be gone already, so this should be very, very limited at all, if it's even happening at all. The screenshots should also include the web address so Naxum can easily locate the code needing to be repaired if there is any, and that way they can change it quickly, okay? Remember, all this is getting sent to you in an email tomorrow. It'll be posted on Facebook, okay? Here's the biggest one, everybody. Please only email us one time per issue. Depending on how many emails we receive, it's going to take some time to get back to you all, okay? So it's important that you don't send multiple emails. If you don't receive a reply quickly, please don't email back in. We have received your email. We will respond to the order and once. Chances are it's going to put those together, and then it'll actually move your ticket to the end of the line, okay? And it'll refresh your ticket to the bottom of the list. So you're actually hurting yourself if you send in an email more than once for the same thing. So please don't do that, okay? All right, everybody. Note that we answer emails in the order in which we receive them, okay? So your email does get refreshed, and it is waiting longer than typical to receive a response. And also, for Canada, this is really, really important. There's a separate box for refunds, order holds, and rank holds. This information should be sent to the Canadian family email box only. We're not deleting that box, okay? Or we're not going to look at those emails. So you don't have to resend any of that. That is all already underway, and everything is already being taken care of. We're talking about this, the only email address that we're talking about, okay? If you send emails to compliance@myctfo.com or canadianfamily@myctfo.com, there's no need to resend your email. Those are all being worked on. Those are all underway. All right, depending on how many emails come back in, it's going to take some time. I already said that, but I'm saying again to get back to you, but we are working as quickly and efficiently as possible, okay? Look, we're doing this to flush out the email box because, like I said, we realize we're spending more time trying to sort through it. And imagine getting a hold of people and they're saying, hey, you've already taken care of this. This has already been done. Folks, when you get hit with the amount of emails we got hit with, and it took time for the challenges to get fixed, and then when one challenge got fixed for one person, it fixed it for multiples, it's hard to tell what's going on in there. So please, everybody, we're asking for not just your patience right now, because we're getting all caught up. We're asking for your understanding that to help everybody, okay? We appreciate all of you, and I got to tell you, things have calmed way down around here. They really have. It's been like night and day for the last several days compared to what it's been like for the last 5 weeks. So we are truly almost through this transition phase. Super, super excited about the future, everybody. We can't wait to see what you're going to do with all the great stuff that you have at your fingertips. Michael, I'll go ahead and turn it back over to you.
Thank you so much, Stu. We are grateful to you for all the hard work you do and for the hard decisions you make on behalf of all of us. So thank you so much. Folks, we saved the best for last. Our final guest speaker tonight, those of you that didn't hear him on a previous call, you got to listen to this. He's a recognized author, speaker, and insurance expert. Spent almost 3 decades helping people achieve financial success. He's a master financial strategist. He's performed at both corporate and national events. He's shared the stage with people like Barbara Bush, General Norm Schwarzkopf. I mean, these are big names, and so is his. He's the former host of the TV show Money Talk on the Prime Star satellite channel, and he's published books. Steve Finger talked about these. He's published books, The 49 Hottest Home-Based Business Tax Strategies, Wealth Talk, Money Smart, Wealth Starts at Home, and his most recent book, The Secret Asset. In 1990, he co-founded the Financial Destiny Companies with Tony Robbins, and he later went on to serve as chairman and founder of Entreport Corporation and as president and director of AMS Health Sciences. Both of those are listed on the American Stock Exchange. He's been working with us here at CTFO behind the scenes for a while now. We're excited to bring him back tonight. He's identified and quantified all the things that are going to set CTFO apart from other companies and give you the marketing edge everyone needs and wants in this industry. So please welcome once again CTFO's Corporate Marketing Director. Thank you again for being with us tonight.
Great. Thank you, Mike, and everybody else has been on the call preceding me, and everybody out there. Good evening. Gosh, I don't know where to begin, but I just I think what's pertinent for everybody is, and I look forward to meeting many of you around the country at the different events, but let me just back up and put maybe CTFO in perspective. And to do that, we have to go back to CBD and the endocannabinoid system. Can I ask you a question? The endocannabinoid system was only discovered in the early 90s. It's like they missed it. It's like they knew there was something beating in your chest, but nobody knew it was your heart. Discovered it in the early 90s. And just now, and you're a part of the future of it, just this in the last 12 months, from January of 2018, when CTFO launched into the CBD business, and the incredible growth you had last year, you just got a taste of it. You're all pioneers. You're going to tell incredible stories. The CBD business last year, and it's just the beginning. The science is so overwhelming, so incredible, that everybody just needs, you need to, kind of contain yourself. But they did like $500-600 million last year, and it's going to grow to $22 billion in 3 years. On your watch, where we all are at CTF, 40 times. So I've been in some wonderful situations in my life, but you can compare this one to the discovery of vitamin C. When goji berries took over the direct sales market, when cell phones, we stopped dialing the rotary dialer at our house and cell phones, when satellite TV came up initially, and everybody thought cable was going to take them for a fight, but gosh, satellite, why would you ever dig cables in the ground when you can drive satellite? You paradigm shift something that's so significant, and not is it just a product, but it's a product that changed your lives, and you heard that story tonight. And I know you have your story. So I'm here to make and for all of us to be able to make a living. What I'm sharing with you now is mentally you've got to get ready, because if you want to go out and make the biggest difference, it's like I like to ask people. I said, do you want to make a little difference or a big difference? And if you can have fun, make a difference, have some fun, and make some money, that's the greatest combination. So if you're in a business in 3 years and you're sitting there and you want to change your life, or you want to have more personal freedom, or you want to make up for lost time, if you want to compress time, this is the place to be. The next step is, since other people will have CBD products, is you have to be somewhere where you have a lead time on your competitors and you have a significant channel of distribution. You control that one. That's you. That's CTFO. That's the patented paid plan. That's the free business. CTFO is like Costco. You join for free, so, hey, if you just want to get wholesale pricing, it's free. You join. And if you want to refer people, you can build a business and an income and get your product for free. And then hopefully do much better than that, if that's what your goals are. It's compelling, it's simple, and it's fun. So what CTFO did and what I've been working on behind the scenes for the last 4 months is the investment that they made into 10X Pure and the manufacturer. So the first conversation we had was, okay, guys, if I'm going to get involved, and we've done this before together, gosh, it must be 7 years ago, where I come in and help them. I love the guys. I trust them, just like family. And I heard somebody say that on the phone. That's who they are. If you ever have an issue, you work it out. You talk it out, like ladies and gentlemen. But we come in and we said, if I'm going to get involved, let's go. Let's not just be a distribution company, but let's be and invest some money and put the science to test, acquire, discover, and then go direct to the public with the CTFO free business model. And that's what we came out with. And you've seen the website. It's changed a little bit, and it'll change a little bit more here when we get the next very shortly, the next level of that 10X Pure up. But in the preliminary testing, 10X Pure supercharged oil, it's shown to protect the integrity of CBDA, which I don't know if many of you know, but it's been shown to be more effective, CBDA, than CBD. We're so cutting edge on it. There's people selling CBDA. They suck it out of the plant. They cold press it, juice or something. But wait a second. But in our research, we believe 10X Pure provides something significant. And it almost like grabs and protects the CBDA. And to back up a little bit, for those of you out there, CBDA is the natural raw ingredient of the plant. It's one of them that comes out of it. It's the raw part. When they process it, they call it decarboxylate, or when they process and heat CBDA or the hemp, it activates it and creates CBD. CBDA is the mother of CBD. anti-inflammatory than CBD, and it's a potent inhibitor of COX-2. So COX-2, I've got a lot of emails after my last call, and I don't want to run on here, but let me just crack the door open so you understand how cutting edge we are. And this is just the beginning, I promise you. This team, Stuart, Steve, Michael, the team at CTFO is committed to lead time on the competition and acquisition and discovery and the delivery to you to maintain a lead on the industry. So what's COX-2? Well, so because it's an inhibitor. You know, CBDA, it's a potent inhibitor. When you experience an injury or infection, it produces compounds called prostaglandins. Prostaglandins promote inflammation. And although this is a natural response, it can be the source of significant pain and at times cell destruction. CBDA reduces the production of prostaglandin by blocking the COX-2 enzyme. Little sciencey here, but this is deep. This is where the money is. This is why we're different. Less prostaglandin equals less inflammation. So there's also a COX-1 enzyme, which when triggered activates blood clotting and protection of the lining of your gut. Lastly, scientists have long sought compounds that block COX-2, and CBD does just that. Not just CBD, but CBDA. Let me make it clear. CBDA does that. So for everybody out there, I'm a big believer in the team. I'm a big believer in having fun, making a difference, and everybody makes a great living. And I think the future is extraordinary. I'll just share with you, you know, to stay up to date, to get ready now. Position yourself now. Get to as much of an installed base of business. Build your business straightforward as fast as you can, because when this whole 3-year momentum and beyond comes by, when we introduce new products, when we enhance ways you never imagined, you'll be right there and it'll sweep you with it. It can change your life, but hopefully you have a lot of fun and you make a difference doing it. So I look forward to meeting everybody. I'm going to send it back to you, Michael. I look forward to meeting everybody. I'm excited. I'm buried in taking the best of what we have, going out and bringing you the most forward-thinking products in an industry that's exploding as we speak. Thanks, Michael, and thanks, everybody. I appreciate being on the call.
Thank you so much, David. I love it. I've heard you say before, the future starts now. I love it right now. Thank you, and thank you, Stu, and thank you, Steve, and thank you, Holly, and thank you, Barbara. It is totally awesome what we're doing here. I know people are excited to put it all to work here, and that 10X Pure is totally different, and it's going to separate us from all the competition. CTFO truly is like nothing else, and that's why we are changing the future outcome, people's health and wealth. I want to take just a minute and congratulate our 9 new Leadership Council members. Congratulations to Adam Levy, Ellen Bauer, Douglas Overvold, Jeanette Smith, Mary Fields, Perry Douche, I don't know if I'm saying Dush, don't know, Roberto Torres, Tina Howerman, and Polk McKelvey. Congratulations. Those are our new CTFO Leadership Council members. And I also want to personally invite anyone and everyone to join me personally at Janet Larson's Arizona Success Saturday training. Janet's another one of our Leadership Council members. March 23rd, 2019, 8:30 to 4:30 in Tempe, Arizona, and all the information's on the e-blast that come out. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone there, and sign up link continues to be featured in our weekly e-blast, so that's how you sign up for that and any of the other things that will be coming. And remember, your live training is live in your back office. The March 9th training is coming in your back office. We are closed tomorrow. We'll be back faster than ever on Thursday. I think that does it. Thank you again to all our guest speakers, and thank you to all our members out there. You are what truly makes CTFO great. That's it for the call. Keep watching e-blast, social media posts, and now text will be coming your way. And we'll be back again next week with another great call. Take care, everybody.